Thank you for joining Wars of the Roses. And this is Missouri from the Encyclopedia of Freemasonry by Albert G. Mackey. Missouri. Masonry was introduced into this state in 1807 by the constitution of a lodge in the town of St. Genevieve under a charter granted by the Grand Lodge of Pennsylvania, which body granted a charter for another lodge in 1809. Several charters were subsequently granted by the Grand Lodge of Tennessee. In 1821, there appear to have been but 3 lodges in the state. Delegates from these organized April 23, 1821, a Grand Lodge at St. Louis and elected Thomas F. Riddick Grand Master. The Grand Chapter was organized May 18, 1846, and the Grand Commandery May 22, 1860. Through the kind cooperation of brothers Ray V. Denslow, Dr. William F. Kuhn, and Dr. J. Burnett Buckingham, see also page 25, Proceedings 1922, Grand Lodge of Missouri, a number of important changes have been made in the details given in the introduction to the reprint of Grand Lodge Records, Early History of Freemasonry in Missouri, by Brother George F. Goulet, the Centennial History by Dr. William F. Kuhn, and the historical report submitted to the Grand Lodge of Missouri in 1908 by Brothers A. M. Hu, W. F. Johnson, and As Houston. From latest information, we find that the first Masonic lodge established in what is now the state of Missouri came into existence in the town of St. Genevieve, territory of Louisiana, by authority of a warrant for holding a lodge granted on July 17, 1807, by the Grand Lodge of Pennsylvania to Brother Dr. Aaron Elliott, Worshipful Master, Brother Andrew Henry, Senior Warden, and Brother George Bullitt, Junior Warden. Brother James Edgar, Worshipful Master, Western Star, Lodge number 107 at Kaskaskia, Indian Territory, was suggested by the petitioners to constitute the new Lodge Louisiana, number 109. And this was done on November the 14th, 1807. See pages 285 and 350, Volume 2, Reprint of Minutes, Grand Lodge of Pennsylvania. A petition for a warrant to hold lodge at St. Louis came before the Grand Lodge of Pennsylvania on September 15, 1808, and this lodge, number 111, was constituted on November 8, 1808. See pages 354 and 390, Volume 2, Reprint of Minutes, Grand Lodge of Pennsylvania. This lodge was constituted by Judge Otho Schrader, the principal officers being General Meriwether Lewis, Worshipful Master, Governor of the Territory of Louisiana, and famous for his participation in the Lewis and Clark expedition, which see Brother Thomas F. Riddick, Senior Warden, Missouri's first Grand Master, and Brother Rufus Easton, the first Postmaster of Missouri. From the historical report of November 26, 1908, to the Grand Lodge of Missouri, we learn that the Grand Lodge of Tennessee granted charters to the following lodges in the territory: Missouri Lodge number 12, St. Louis, October 8, 1816. Elkton Lodge number 24, Elkton, October 3, 1819. Joachim Lodge number 25, Herculaneum, October 5, 1819. And St. Charles, October 5, 1819. Brother Denslow, page 247, Territorial Masonry, lists Potosi Lodge number 39 as chartered in 1816 by the Grand Lodge of Kentucky, and Unity Lodge as working under dispensation from the Grand Master of Indiana, issued December 21, 1820. Potosi Lodge continued a couple of years only, and Unity Lodge became number 6 on the roll of the Grand Lodge of Missouri. February 22, 1821, representatives from Missouri Lodge number 12, Joachim Lodge number 25, and St. Charles Lodge number 28 met in the lodge room of Missouri Lodge and proceeded to organize a Grand Lodge for the state of Missouri. A committee was appointed to draft a constitution for the government of the Grand Lodge, and this original document is still in the custody of the Grand Secretary of Missouri. The convention met again and received the above report on April 21, 1821. On April 24, the officers were elected, and they were installed on May 4. A dispensation was issued on April 3, 1819, by the General Grand High Priest, and by a warrant issued at the 6th convocation of the General Grand Chapter on September 16, 1826. Missouri Chapter Number 1 duly began work. Delegates from Missouri Chapter number 1, Palmyra number 2, Lafayette number 5, and Boonville number 6, were present at a convention held in St. Louis, October 16, 1846, and organized a Grand Chapter. After an inquiry into the circumstances of its organization, about which there was some irregularity, the General Grand Chapter duly recognized its existence. Companion Anthony O'Sullivan states that the select degree was conferred in Missouri in 1818 by someone with powers from Companion Jeremy L. Cross. It has also been said that a Baptist preacher as early as 1828 introduced the royal degree. In 1841, however, according to the records of the transactions of the Grand Council, 3 councils were in existence in Missouri, of which the first was probably St. Louis number 7, chartered in 1857 by the Grand Council of Illinois as number 1. On July 17, 1883, it united with Hiram Council number 10 as Hiram Council number 1. In 1854, the Grand Chapter withdrew the authority by which, in independence, the council degrees were worked in chapter subsequent to the Royal Arch. On May 21, 1864, a Grand Council was organized. The ancient and accepted Scottish rite was first established in St. Louis. A Lodge of Perfection opened as St. Louis number 1, a chapter of Rose Croix of the same name, a Council of Kadosh, and a consistory, both as Missouri number 1, were respectively granted charters on April 23, 1881, June 30, 1883, May 24, 1884, and October 24, 1884, under the Supreme Council, Southern Jurisdiction. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and comment, and if you can, please consider donating to Wars of the Roses. Links to PayPal and Patreon are in the description. Thank you so very much.